Welcome to my channel, ketomealsandrecipes.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make crunchy roasted lupini beans, which is a very tasty, high protein, very high fiber snack that you can enjoy anytime, especially if you're low on energy between meals or if you need an extra little boost after exercising. The macronutrient ratio for the crunchy roasted lupini beans is 1:1, with 5 grams of total carbs, 4.6 grams of dietary fiber, resulting in only 0.4 grams of net carbs per serving. Now, these servings are relatively small for a snack, but what you will find is that even a small portion is very satisfying, and it will be enough to tie you over to your proper meal. The origin of this particular recipe is from Portugal and is also called, I apologize for the mispronunciation, Tremocas. Before continuing, I would like to give credit to I Hacked Diabetes, where I originally saw this recipe, so please check out his channel. Besides the taste and the nice crunch, this lupini bean snack is very easy to make and uses very easy ingredients you'll probably have in your kitchen anyway. This recipe comes together very quickly, so begin by preheating your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. Also, line a baking sheet with parchment paper. For this recipe, I'm going to use canned lupini beans rather than going through the time-consuming process of cooking the dry lupini beans. After all, the whole purpose of this video is to show you how to make a quick, nutritious snack. Here are the cans I'll be using. As you can see on this nutrition label, the beans have a high fiber and high protein content, as I've already mentioned. And just for your information, lupini beans contain generous amounts of magnesium, copper, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, and zinc. And they also have some folate and vitamin A, so they're pretty healthy. Lupini or lupin, it doesn't matter, they're the same thing. Now let's continue. We don't need the water, so drain the cans and dump the beans into a colander. Then rinse the beans very well under running water. I'm going to measure out 2 cups of beans. It's very important that you distribute the beans on a dish towel or paper towel and very carefully pat dry both sides of the beans. That's because when you start with the dry beans, it will help all the ingredients that you're going to add stick better to the surface, and therefore will result in a better and more even tasting roasted lupini beans. Now that my beans are dry, toss them into a mixing bowl. Now we're going to season the beans. But first, pour the olive oil on top of the lupini beans and toss very well to make sure that all the lupini beans are well coated with the olive oil. Then sprinkle the finely ground salt, the black pepper, garlic powder, and the dry oregano, and just a tiny bit of cayenne pepper. Then toss well to ensure that the seasonings are well distributed and coated all the beans. Now it's time to get the parchment-lined baking sheet and spread the lupini beans in a single layer over the entire surface. And if you can, leave a bit of space between the beans. This will help with the more even baking. Having done that, it's time to place the baking sheet in the middle position of your preheated oven and set your timer for 50 minutes. At the 30-minute mark, I like to flip the beans to ensure that both sides are evenly roasted. Then, when your timer goes off, without opening the door, turn off the heat and let the roasted lupini beans slowly cool in your oven for about 1 hour, and the heat dissipating slowly. The exterior crunch will be just amazing. You'll love it. Then remove the tray from the oven and scoop up these beautiful golden brown beans and put them in a serving dish. I just want to mention that these roasted lupini beans are crispiest if eaten on the same day. Yes, you can store the leftovers in an airtight container and they'll last for 3 to 5 days, but they may lose the crunch and get a little soft, but in spite of that, they'll still taste absolutely delicious. However, If you have one of those desiccant packages, toss it in with the beans. It'll help a bit. And that's all there is to making this snack. I hope that you will try this tasty, healthy, high protein and high fiber snack. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video. I really appreciate it. Please leave me a comment and let me know if you have any suggestions for more recipes or what you would like me to make for this channel. Until next time, I hope you have a very happy and healthy day. Cheers!